If you know, you know. We're back on the flow, and here we go. Alright, chat. So, in today's video, I want to talk. I'm not going to play a video game today. No, this is. Dang, I got a little stain right here, too. I'm kind of cooked. Alright, I just want to talk to y'all about games to go pro in. Yeah, I know, I saw the title, I saw that. Yeah, well, I wanted to talk about games to go pro in. Now, myself, I have tried going pro in video games for a really long time. And the thing that I had the most problem with was I never really stuck to one video game. And I kind of wanted to talk to y'all about the three games that I tried to go pro in the game I'm pursuing right now, how that's going, and I'm going to be ranking them from how. So 3 is going to be the easiest one to go pro in. By what I mean easiest is being able to access the league, being able to play, like skill, what kind of skill it is, rankings, and all of that. So I've done as me because I wanted to make sure, because when you go pro in a video game, you're not just going in for the video game, you're also going in as like a career. Now obviously you're supposed to have fun when you're playing video games, but there's also that career-based level. So this is my top three. Well, this is the only three, from three being the easiest, one being the absolute most challenging that I've had. Alright, let's get into it. So, the first game, or the third game, the easiest game that I think to go pro in, it's really between two, either Fortnite or Siege. The thing with Siege in Fortnite is it's really difference in getting to Pro League, getting into that pro area. Basically, for Siege, it's a lot harder than for Fortnite because literally there's a tab on Fortnite called Compete where you can go into Pro League tournaments and just, enter into those and go play FNCS. With Siege, though, it's a little bit more difficult. From my understandings, you need a following. You need to have a YouTube. You need to have a TikTok. You need to have a Twitch. You need to have something like that. Posting content, growing your following, so your name is out there. It's just like when you play like football, like an actual sport. Football, your team has to be good enough. Your team name has to be out there, so scouters are able to see you. So Siege, you're gonna have to have a following. You also have to be good at the game, meaning you're probably gonna have to be a top uh, 1,000 champion. The reason I say the reason is between that's the reason it's between Fortnite and Siege, but there's also the reason that I'm having this hard like time comparing them is because Fortnite, in my opinion, is very time consuming. Because with Siege, there's not like a place to go practice except for free for all and the shooting range, which is what I use to warm up with. But really, with Siege, all it is just loading into ranked games every season, getting in about 100 games. You'll get better as the more you play. That's with every game. I just think that Siege is easily the only one that you can really like see process fast. With like Fortnite, which is the game I play, that is very time consuming. For me, Fortnite, you have to practice, then warm up, then play the game. Because I'm saying you have to practice because in Siege, you can literally just go into free for all, warm up your sticks like you have to do with anything. You have to warm up, and then you can just play ranked, and you just keep playing ranked repeatedly. When you do that kind of play style in Fortnite, it's not going to work as fast. With Fortnite, it easily takes about, if you're just starting from 0 hours, you just downloaded the game, at least 2 years. And I hate to say that, but that's kind of what it takes. You're going to need a long time to do this. With Siege, that one is probably going to take longer to get pro because there's such little pro leagues out there or such little pro players out there when you're playing this kind of way. But I really didn't look much into Siege as much as I did Fortnite and Call of Duty. But that's basically it. So I'm probably gonna put Siege at number 3. Oh shit, hold on. Siege at number 3, and then I'm probably Then I'm gonna put Fortnite because of the fact that Fortnite there's way more mechanics to learn than Siege. Cause Siege, it's really about knowing maps, getting your ears right, getting the good headset, getting good aim. That's really it. That's the only. I mean, there might be some other things like angles and all that, but that really comes from playing the game. With all these are the things that you need in all these: map knowledge, playing the game, and just getting to know the game. That's really the ins and out of the game, techniques, what to pick, what to use, metas, and all that come with everything. But with Siege, it's not. Yes, there's metas, but there's also like that doesn't really matter. It's about what operators are good and what maps. With Fortnite, there's meta guns. The season's changing. There's updates in the middle of seasons. Metas are changing. But Call of Duty, god damn it, has to easily take it as one of the hardest games to go pro in. With how I saw it, with the videos I watched, or Call of Duty has to be the hardest game ever. And I'm not saying, alright, some people are like, alright, bro, it's not that difficult, but for me at least, for when I played, it was mad difficult. And I hope y'all know, in Call of Duty, I have over 300 hours. In Siege, I have maybe 400 hours. But in Fortnite, I have almost 1,000 hours, and I just started playing. Well, I haven't. I just started playing again, and I'm diamond now. But yeah. Anyway, I want y'all to know it takes a lot of time, and I'm not even close. Yes, I have 1,000 hours, but I'm not even close to being pro. Not even close yet. I will get there. But I'm just saying. So let me break down to you, and I'll in another video I'm gonna be dropping is all three games I've mentioned, since I've played them for so long and I've played them all. I will break down the easiest ways to win in all of them and grow as fast as possible. But for right now, I'm gonna break down to you Call of Duty because this one's probably the most difficult game to go pro in. First thing you need to know, if you're going to go, we're not talking about rank, by the way. This is not ranked. This is not getting to iridescent in top 250, which you're going to need to do. To be pro, you're gonna have to hit top 250 in iridescent. That's just how it is. But there's also this thing called the CDL, also known as Call of Duty League. The Call of Duty League signs you like if you were a football or sport or baseball, basketball. You have to have a following. You have to be insane at the game just to even be looked at by scouts for a team. Another thing you have to learn about Call of Duty is also map knowledge and all that. But the biggest thing that I had trouble with was meta and being able to like learn the maps. The maps were so difficult because of the variety of them, how to play them, and all the ways to do it. Because when you're playing Call of Duty, ranked at least, the maps, like I've never thought about it. Oh, here's one map, here's one game mode. It's like there's like 4 or 5 game modes. I don't really remember. It's been a minute since I played Call of Duty ranked. There's like 4 or 5 different game modes that you can play with each rank. The one I remember the most was Hardpoint, which is one where the map it's like a point. You sit on it. Every second that you're on it, it creates more points for your team. The thing with that is you have to be able to learn. You have to learn the map, the angles, the push places. Then you have to learn the hard point spawns where they're going to switch from. They're called P1, P2, P3, all those. The Call of Duty is easily takes the cake for the hardest because you have to have a following, you have to be scouted, you have to keep up with the metas and all that. You have to know the maps way more than you have to know any other map. And that's just really, and this is not for Warzone. This is for multiplayer, which is the main, like pro way to play for or play Call of Duty. Anyway, I'm gonna go break down each game. I'm gonna break down how to win rounds on Siege. I'm gonna break down how to win games on Fortnite. I'm gonna break down how to win games on Call of Duty a little bit more than what I've done now. Like I'll be telling y'all angles and all that stuff. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope that you leave a like and follow, or not follow, subscribe. It shows me great support, and I will be pushing out more videos like this, and Fortnite videos will be coming soon, where I will be recording gameplay. And I don't know if my face cam is going to be in it or anything like that. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Thank you so much. Like, subscribe, and